Hello, smut muffins and romance connoisseurs. Welcome back to Beth's Naughty Reads. So, the holiday season is upon us. So, I decided this December I was going to read nothing but holiday and Christmas romance story. I've had a blast. I've read eight, and I'm working on my ninth right now, which I hope to have finished in the next day or two. But it has been a blast just reading all kinds of holiday season stories. So there is one, though, I enjoyed in particular. So today we're going to be looking at Alec Winter's Dashing Mr. Snow. I'm a big fan of Alexis' writing style and her smoking hot romance. She looks like this sweet, cute little innocent girl. And then you read her stories and you're like, wow, she a dirty, dirty girl. She loves to share her steamy stories that feature hot billionaires, cocky alphas, and sexy bad boys, and the women they love. As you guys might remember, I have reviewed a book of hers before. We took a look at The Plot, which is part of her Chicago Billionaires book series. It is 8 books total. It's a really good series. I can tell you, I've read every single one of the books in the series, and that's probably the first time I've ever done that. That's how good her books are. And I just pretty much read them back to back. So I encourage you guys, if you haven't read any of her stuff before, to check her out. She's really good. But today we're going to be just talking about Dashing Mr. Snow. So this is about two characters, the main female character, Saide Emmert, and the main male character, Alex Snow. When we first meet Sadie, she is being dumped by her longtime boyfriend. He basically is telling her he needs to take a sabbatical from their relationship to learn new things, which, AKA, he wants to screw around with other people, especially or more specifically, a new hire at his law firm. So by doing this, he is not only blowing up the future that Katie had envisioned for them, but now she has to go home for Christmas Eve alone to her parents and explain to them why they're no longer together. Um, Alex describes Sadie as a walking, I'm sorry, Sadie describes Alex as a walking, talking thirst trap. She's not wrong. He sounds smoking hot in the description of him. I think that was a perfect way for her to describe him because everybody is mesmerized by him. The main male character, Alex Snow, he's obviously very privileged. He is a young billionaire who had to all of a sudden kind of step into the family business unexpectedly. Before that, he was in his early 20s. He was throwing extravagant parties and exotic trips. And then when his dad died, he was forced to take over the reins, which all of his friends kind of abandoned him because they were still partying and having fun, and he was having to be an adult. Because he's rich, powerful, and young, he feels isolated and lonelier than ever because he thought that he would have time to find love before he had to take over the business, but that's just not what happened. So he is ready to find someone and settle down, but it's difficult because of his wealth. So he's really struggling with that. Their first meet cute happens at a new hire orientation where Sadie is starting her new job. Alex describes her as a stunning petite woman with strawberry blonde hair and big round eyes. She looks timeless, like she just stepped out of a 1940 film noir. Their second meet cute happens 2 years later. Sadie is doing a favor for a friend already gone for the holidays. She, in her rush to leave, forgot to have some documents signed that are needed to be signed before the end of the year. So she persuades Sadie into getting this done for her, and that Mr. Snow will know she's coming because he knows these have to be signed by the end of the year. So she goes to his personal residence, which is in a high rise. It's penthouse high rise. And she is let into the elevator because it is a private elevator, which then takes her and opens up to his living room. And after searching everywhere for him, she finally starts checking out the bedroom rooms. And she comes across him in only a towel, which then he's so startled when she walks in, promptly falls to the floor. She gets really flabbergasted. All her papers go flying. She drops to her knees to pick them up. And when she looks up, still on her knees, there he is in all his glory. Later with her friends, she talks about this and calls him and his penis Mr. Candy Cane because I guess it's just really exceptional. So he knows that she's kind of like drooling over his house. So he says, hey, why don't I give you a tour? And he's really using this way as trying to find a way to spend more time with her and also weave time with her in the future. So she says she's drooling over his gorgeous kitchen, that she hates her kitchen. It doesn't allow her to experiment much in the kitchen. He says, "Hey, come over here. Let's use my kitchen. We can experiment together." In the midst of this conversation, she realized she's basically barged into her boss's boss and is shocked. "I'm so sorry I've taken up some of your time." And he tells her, "Hey, don't think about me that way. Just think about me as another guy from the office." And she kind of looks at him like, "Yeah, okay, right." But she's going to try. The next day, fast forward 24 hours, and she is leaving work for the day. And they somehow, wink, wink, I think he planned it, meet up together and end up riding the elevator down together. However, in the midst of the ride down, a power outage occurs and it has them stuck in the elevator for hours. They come to find out it's just not theirs, it's a citywide power outage. So they're going to be stuck there. They use the time to get drunk because Sadie had a bottle of rum with her as a present from a coworker. You'll have to read about it. But as they're doing this and they start to get more and more drunk, they learn more about each other. And after several rounds of rum, Sadie has learned that Alex is going to be all by himself on Christmas Eve and will probably spend the holiday working. And she will have none of that. So she invites Alex home with her because she doesn't want him alone on Christmas. Right before the power comes back on, they have this sexy little intimate moment. It's really kind of comical. It is sexy, but it's kind of comical because she's like so used to being a good girl that she's almost panic stricken. But they do recover from it. And the rest of the story is really how they weave into each other's lives, traditions, and determine, that they mean more to each other than just time together during the holidays. All right, I'm gonna meet you. I'm gonna read you a couple excerpts from the book that I have. Give me one second while I open those up. Okay, so LA Reads Romance says hot and dirty candy cane sweetness. See, there's the candy cane reference. I loved this holiday novella. It was the perfect mix of sweet and downright hot. It's all I want to read for Christmas and more. Woohoo, the steam was on point. Alex and Sadie made my Kindle heat up with their chemistry. The next one is an Amazon customer, Annie G. She says, "Great story. I loved this book. It grabs your attention from the start and keeps you reading till the end. Lots of laughs, hot romance, and happily ever after. No cliffhangers." Excuse me. And the last one is from Claire Ingledew from the United Kingdom. She says, "5-star Christmas romance." She says, "What a brilliant, quick read. This novella is everything you need for Christmas romance. Alex has written this so well. You'll fall in love with Alex and Sadie. And for me, it was 5 stars. Definitely a book to read." I agree with all of those things that those people said. So it's a really good book. Couple excerpts I have for you guys. This first one is their meet cute. So it's the first meet cute I was telling you about when she's coming to work for him. So he strides towards the back of the room to where she's standing with her back to me. My 6'2" stature towers over her small frame. "Those ones are my favorite." "Huh?" She spins around so quickly she almost tumbles over, and I dart my hand out to grab her elbow and steady her. She stares up at me. "Oh, sorry. Did you want it? I think it's the last one." The pink tip of her tongue glides across her bottom lip, catching a small piece of glaze left by the donut. "No," I smile. "Thank you, though." "Alex," I say, holding out my hand. "Afraid I didn't get your name." She smiles back. Saide Emmert." Her face turns red as she wipes the glaze from her fingers, then gently places her delicate hand in mine. "Pleasure, pleasure," I say, holding her hand a little too long than business requires or is professionally necessary. Something about this woman pulls at me, awakens more than just desire inside me. She is stunning but shy. Thank you for coming aboard. Here at Snow. So, the second one is 2 years later, after they've spent a little time together. It is their first spicy scene together in the book. And so it's really fun. It's just a small portion of it. So if you want the whole big picture and how dirty this gets, you'll have to read it. But this one says, "I want to look at you across the room at your family Christmas and know I've tasted you. I want you to look at me and know that I'll be thinking about is when I get to taste you again." I slide my hand down her chin to her throat, gripping it tightly. As I quicken my pace, "That's right, sweetheart. Don't hold back." Her thighs begin to shake and quiver. "Is it too rough, or can I push you a little more, show you how good I can make you feel?" I don't wait for an answer. Pressing hard, I crook my fingers inside her, going deeper and harder. "Oh, oh, oh," she's panting, her eyes still on mine, and I can tell she has no idea what is about to happen next. I lost my place. Damn it, I hate it when that happens. Oh, 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 she's panting, her eyes still on mine. I can tell she has no idea what's happening next. You've never felt this before, have you, baby? I smile as her body convulses from my touch. No, no, no. I can barely hear her. She's utterly lost in the moment, in the pleasure. Just let it happen. Squirt on my hand. Yes, you heard that right. Squirting. Um, so it's a fun book. It's got it's a great story. So I'll just tell you, I rated it 5 star. I'll tell you, this story is so good that when I was preparing for the show, I decided I want to read it again, like now, like same month, same year. It's cozy but filthy holiday romance. It's a fun, easy novella. I probably finished it in one setting in a couple hours. Perfect if you like your holiday romances with sharp, bossy men and festive spice. My spice rating is 4 jalapenos. It's explicit open door scenes. I mean, come on, squirting. Seriously? Pretty hot. Light BDSM elements, as you could tell by the choking that we got in that scene. Alex Dirty Talk is top tier. He is an expert at it and he's really good at it. The spice enhances the story instead of replacing it, so it's a perfect read for the holidays. And if you haven't, I'll remind you guys, already checked out Alex's social media. You can find her on Instagram at Alex Winter Author, and then on TikTok as author Alex Winter. Go out and give her a follow, as well as check out what she's got going on in her world, and that might include some new releases or some public appearances coming up. So, last thing I'll ask you guys to do is, if you're looking for something to do during this holiday season, if you're tired of family, is check out The Bar is Open with Beth and Greg. It's a show I do with my hubby. See the baseball cap? We can get inappropriate, obnoxious, and silly, but we always have a good time. So I can promise you, you'll always have a good time. So until next time, I want to wish you guys happy holidays and a kick ass new year.